Welcome to a special series where we interview a host of notable people from the G100 Summit in Los Cabos, Mexico, on the moment that changed everything. Here, you'll learn their secrets to success, gain invaluable insights into what shaped their careers, and key takeaways on what it takes to be a leader in their field.
This is absolutely what we need. This is absolutely the future. We have to get on this.
Talk to people who think so beautifully about big, complex challenges.
G100 Los Cabos, a special series on the moment that changed everything.
What was your first job? First job that you were paid?
My first job?
That someone paid you money for?
Oh, wow. I was a reporter. I was working in the newspaper when I was 70 years old. And in this time, I came with my parents to the big city in Israel. It's called Petach Tikva. And we are moved from a town called Dimona, small town. And I start to work in this, in the newspaper, because when I was in the school, all the time the teacher, I was a very bad student. And I can't, in this time, I can't to learn. It was difficult. I was a really bad student. But the teacher all the times told to my mother, your daughter, she's know how to write. She's do it good. So do it her something. And in the town, in Israel, the Dimona that we lived, it's not option. It's not was option. And when we move, someone discovered me.
Yes.
Yeah, discovered me, and I start to work in the newspaper. And after this more big newspaper, and I get after this for the bigger newspaper in Israel, and I work especially for people, you can't believe it, but murder in jail.
Really?
And
is that something you were fascinated with?
Yes, life stories and human being. It's very fascinating me.
Yes.
All my life. Because I love people, and this is my calling in this world, to help people.
And so, but were these people? Was it that you looked at them and thinking, "Here's a problem that I can expose"? Was that thinking behind it?
Yes, because I realized a lot of my experience in the life. A lot of things start with the parents, with the child, and a lot of things start there.
What were your parents like?
The best parents, really. They love me, but they was very hard working, and they not was in the home very much.
And do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. Yes.
And where are you in the order?
I the old one.
Oh, you're the firstborn.
Yes.
Oh my! So they expected a lot from you.
Yes, and I was tech responsible for them when my parents not was in the home, because they was in the work all the time. the situation, the economic situation, not was so easy. So there was very, very hard working.
Now, you're a journalist. You're writing articles for the newspaper. It's a big jump to write a book. So you've written The Power Within. What's the book about?
Yes. Okay, the book, it's about my life story and the major change that I faced with them and that I make in my life. And I just released the book in English now, in those days. And I hope it's inspired people to do change in their life. And I really have calling in this world to help people.
And how did the work with hospitals start?
Okay. The hospital, it's a very special story because I work with my mother something like almost 15 years. My mother, she's met the Equatorial Guinea, the president of Equatorial Guinea. And it was very, very, איך אומרים? מקרי, שהיא פגשה. By chance. Yeah, she's met the president of Equatorial Guinea by chance. And he's told her, "You're from Israel." She's told him yes. And he's told her, "Okay, you have the most of good doctor in the world in your country. Can you build me a hospital?" And it's like like the movies. It was a miracle. And she's told him, "Yes, I can." She's have the courage. And I think that I took my courage for my mother. And she's called me and she's tell me, "Okay, now you work with me and help me to do it." And since that, I work with her.
And what age did you start working with hospitals?
Oh wow! It's I think I was something like 38. I was married in my second time, and I was with together 4 children in this time. Yes.
And when did you write the book, The Power Within?
In the Corona.
During Corona?
In the Corona, when all the people in the world was, locked. So I do it, and I jump, and I want to be inspired for a lot of people that want to make change in this life and don't know how to do it.
So the book, I assume, is about obstacles in life, or your obstacles that you had in life.
Yes, but most of all, it's my life story.
And you mentioned you're a motivational speaker.
Yes.
And
I'm first of all, I'm the co-owner of several hospitals in Africa, in Morocco.
where in Morocco?
And when in Morocco?
Where in Morocco?
Where in Morocco? It's a few parts. In Souera, in the Rabat, in Ouarzazate, in few different places. And we are start to build it now. And I'm a motivational speaker too, who help people change their mentally and physical awareness. And I'm a writer. I just released it, like I said, this book.
Which I'm looking forward to read.
Yeah, thank you. And the book, it's about the major change that I faced and I made. And by the way, I'm a proud mother for 6 children.
Really? Okay, what are the ages of your children?
Okay, the big one, it's 26. After him, I have 18. After him, 17. More boy, he's 15. And I have twins, daughter. They're 10 years.
Whoa.
Yes.
So you are a very, very busy woman.
Yes.
I imagine.
Yes.
Part of your book will talk about food
Yes.
and nutrition.
Yes.
What parts, was this because of a problem you had growing up, or was something that you discovered
Yes.
along the way?
Yes. I grow in town in Israel, and I tell you about my parents. There was very hardworking, and I was disorder with food. I'm developed when I was a child. I developed serious eating disorder, and
So-
from about age 5.
So you just stopped eating?
No, I eating a lot.
Okay.
And I do it in
Hiding.
hiding. Yes, and was comfort for me, because I felt very alone in my life, and very very unimportant.
Really?
And so it was
5?
comfort for me.
At the age of 5?
I started to yes.
Because your parents were working all the time, and you were mostly left alone?
Yes.
And that's
I
where...
felt alone. I felt alone. This is the most what I felt. Yes, when I was very small.
And is there anxiety that comes with that? In other words, were you always afraid or nervous or anxious?
No. It
Not at
was
all?
just a disorder with eating.
And when did you
And,
just...
and it was in the school. I also was a very, very bad student. So all the time I felt the children left at me, because I was
so bullied? Is that the right word?
because I was fat, and because I was a bad student, and I sitting in the hall, not in the class, because the teachers in this time don't know what to do with me. So it was very difficult. I don't have friend from my child. No.
Really? Okay.
No.
But honestly, I have to tell you, from speaking with you and meeting you, I can't believe you ever had a fat day in your life. I just can't. It's just one of those things.
Because the major change that I done in my life, and this is not just physical. It's mentally.
Right.
It's mentally change, the major change that I done in my life.
And at what point did you start to do something about it?
Okay, when I was 20 years, so I married with a man. After 1 month that I know him, and after the marriage, when I stay alone with him, I realized that I married with monster.
Okay.
Because he's beat me, and it was very difficult. I was with him just 5 days, and if my parents didn't come to save me, I think his was kill me, because
Oh my gosh.
he was monster, and I can tell you that he's was in the jail for two years about what he's done to me.
You're kidding.
Yes.
So that's got to be pain that lasts forever.
No, because I choose another way. I choose to live the life now, right now, and not think about the past. And I know that all what I passed in my life, it's now my calling to help another people. Because we are in this world temporary. We are now just two things. And it's sure for us that we are born and that someday we are going and we don't stay here. And now I do all my best to help another people to make change, to make their life better, much better, and to be happy in this life, because the life, it's wonderful, really wonderful.
So, Irit, the name of our show is The Moment That Changed Everything. What was the moment that changed everything for you?
It was before something like 14 years ago. I lose very special person in my life. He was my uncle. He's raised me, and he's believed me. When I was nothing, when I don't success in nothing in my life, he's the only person in the world he's believed me. So his dad was completely shocked for me. And when he's died, I go to the bed for 2 months, and I was grieving. And it was a long 2 months that the pain, it was very heavy. And one day my husband come to my bed, and he's begging, and he's telling me, please, don't let my son to lose second mother, because my second husband, he's widowed, and he's come with young boy that I raise him. And this thing that my husband told me, it's hit me. And this was the big moment in my life, because in this point in my life, I felt that I in a crossroad, and I decide to live, but live in big, live to be happy,
Right.
to do something for another people and myself or for my family.
Irit, I can't thank you enough for today. This is The Moment That Changed Everything from Los Cabos, Mexico, for the Genius 100 Visions podcast. Will you come back one day and we'll talk again?
Of course, I will be there here next year for sure.
Terrific. Wonderful. Thanks,
you.
Irit. Pleasure. Thank you.
To learn more about how you can support G100 initiatives, visit genius100visions.com.